Dreams can be a very overwhelming game for newcomers and beginners. Whether you plan to create games or play others' creations, Dreams is loaded with what seems to be an unlimited number of options. In today's video, we'll go over 10 amazing user-created games to get your feet wet in before you go diving into all of the great and not so great creations that Dreams has to offer. Starting the list off is OMMY KART, a colorful kart racer, because what are Dreams without a kart racer? OMMY KART does everything you love about kart racers. It has fun characters to choose from, utilizes drifts, has multiple paths to get to the finish line, and of course has those, famous mystery boxes that can be used to attack your opponents or defend yourself from their attacks. The game also seems to not have a rubber banding AI, so if you are in fact literally a beast on the sticks, your opponents are likely not going to be able to catch up to you. Same goes for you, however. The game can be difficult because if you fall behind, good luck catching up. In my experience, OMMY KART offers a good challenge unlike most kart titles, and coming in first place can be a very rewarding experience. Here at number 9 is the leader in pop culture collectibles. I'm pretty sure everyone has or at least wants one of these things, FUNKOPOP's Adventure. Here you play as several well-known pop figurines and bring them to life by completing levels that correspond with that pop figure. It has a mix of platforming, side-scrolling, shooter elements, and really makes you look forward to the next pop that you unlock to see how it affects the mechanics of the game. This game is also a challenge. The platforming can be a bit tricky to perfect, and the various boss battles will definitely test you. It wasn't hard to find a place for this game on the list because who wouldn't love a game that features Mega Man, Darth Vader, and Groot? I mean, come on now. Creeping into number 8 on the countdown is The Lake House, a first-person mystery horror survival game. In The Lake House, your character answers a newspaper ad to house sit a lakeside home. When you arrive, the house is empty, but you go inside and begin completing some mundane household tasks anyway. Eventually, you head into the underground cellar, and that's when things get real. Bruh. I'll be the first to say I don't do horror games. I'm not sure if I'm a punk or if they just don't entertain me, or it could be a mixture of both. The Lake House, however, did entertain me through my entire playthrough. Creeping from locker to locker, hiding from this blind but super hearing phantom monster was definitely something that immersed me somewhat like Alien Isolation did a few years back. It reminded me of my younger self sneaking into the kitchen at night for snacks while my parents slept, only to be caught in the morning because my dad had counted all of the cookies before he went to bed. But did I take the fall? No. I allowed all of my siblings to be punished with me and then got jumped by them afterwards. But look at me now, siblings. Look at me now. Anywho, The Lake House is definitely worth checking out in case you want to be in for a scare. Shout out to R.L. Stein. Speeding into the 7th spot is Turbo Racing Unlimited. This open world racing simulator is quite impressive, largely due by how right the game gets the controls and the feel of racing at high speed. There are other racing creations on Dreams, but when it comes to a real world simulation, this is as close as it gets. There are other cars on the road while you drive around, and although there is still room for improvement, from my experience, Turbo Racing Unlimited is ahead of the pack and will only get better. Through my playthrough, I was not able to find any lap races, but only time trials. While I did enjoy shooting for the best time during these time trials, if the game had lap races with other racers, this game would have likely made it higher on my list. Just falling short of the top 5 at number 6, we'll be taking a look at this awesome reimagining of Donkey Kong, renamed KONKEY Dong. Okay. Bruh. The creator of KONKEY Dong absolutely nailed the visuals here with perfect replication of the main characters and the enemies. I could be biased right now because Donkey Kong Country is one of my favorite games of all time and one of my most nostalgic memories as a kid. Playing through all 3 levels has been especially fun, and although some of the platforming at times seems like it's impossible to clear without taking damage, this is still a game that I come back to each and every time. This game also has a dedicated creator, and by the time you are seeing this video, the game may have even more to offer. If I was unknowingly biased with KONKEY before, I'm definitely biased here at number 5 with this Final Fantasy VII demo challenge fight. I've just recently finished the Final Fantasy VII remake, and I was super excited to find this creation that promised to bring me back to Midgar once again. It's a very simple creation. You fight off waves of enemies to your heart's content, or until Cloud's heart gives out and dies. It's simple enough. You'll have access to a few spells with Cloud and a few abilities, as well as a limit break to top it all off. And I found myself fighting for a good lengthy amount, and for some reason I really seriously could not stop. I kept going and going until the point that I realized this was not Final Fantasy VII that I was playing. It was Dreams. And upon realizing that, I went about my day. But kudos to this creation for actually achieving my immersion back into Final Fantasy VII. At number 4, we have quite possibly one of the best creations on Dreams to date, and it would have likely been hands down my number 1 pick if not for the length of the actual game. In Heroes of Aldrenor, and I hope I'm saying that right, you play as one of 3 characters: a warrior, a mage, or a thief character, all with different skill sets and abilities. I am a huge fan of RPG games, JRPG games, even American-based RPG games, skill trees. If you got talking animals that swing hammers,
thanks for the support.
I'm probably all for it. It will bring a smile to my ugly face. This single player / co-op adventure was very short-lived, but the combat was on par with AAA titles. Playing as a mage, I had access to various spells of different elements, and everything just felt so smooth and so awesome. The game, though, ends as soon as it begins to pick up, but as long as the developer continues with updates, I can see Heroes of Aldrenor being the RPG game to play on Dreams in the future. Starting off the top 3 is this awesome reimagining of the 1998 classic Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure was a staple of my childhood. There was never a day where my Dreamcast did not have Sonic Adventure or WWF Attitude spinning inside. So to see this game here again on Dreams, I couldn't help but to love it from the start. Not only does Sonic look great here, but the game absolutely nails his high-speed gameplay, and you really do forget that you are playing a fan creation on Dreams. The game has great level design and multiple levels and minigames to choose from, making this a solid creation from top to bottom.
Yes!
War never changes. And apparently neither does Fallout 4, because in this Dreams remake of the classic series, I'm not convinced that Bethesda and Todd Howard didn't create this themselves. That's how great this remake is. Obviously, it's not on par with the actual game in terms of pure presentation, but if you told me this was an early build of a Fallout game, I would totally believe you.
Also, I have this Pip-Boy. Well, I can't really use any of these, so you may have them.
You have access to your Pip-Boy. You can drink Nuka-Cola. You have numerous quests to undertake, and even the Fat Man mini nuke launcher itself is in this game. Not only can you somewhat free roam around and complete quests, but you also have access to 2 minigames, including a tower defense minigame that really extends your playtime. This game has so much to offer, and seriously, hats off to the creator, because some would argue that they would rather play this than the actual Fallout 76. Ooh, that's a burn. That is quite the burn. Coming in at number 1. I'm pretty sure Mario is one of, if not the most recognizable face in video game history, but that is not why he is number 1 on this list. Super Mario Legend finds itself at number 1 because this game is platforming at its finest. You could replace Mario with a donkey that had wings and wore glasses and named him Garbage, and this would still be an amazing game. The level design is what you would expect from a platformer, and it's an actual challenge to see your way through some of the game's various levels. Not only is the game fun to play for dreamers who just want to test creations, but for any dreamers out there wanting to build dreams of your own, this is one creation that you should take note of.
Yeah. Ooh. Here we go!
As of the making of this video, this is my top 10 list for sure, but to be completely honest, dreams are being created each day, and although I've tried out numerous creations, it's only a fraction of what is actually available to play. My opinion is very likely to change as I continue to explore and new creations hit the stage. If you made it this far, I give you my humble appreciation. And be sure to comment down below any creations that you think are must-plays that I may have missed, because I am sure that there are some great creations that I did not cover in this video. Also, be sure to share this video with friends and family, because that's what helps us grow and allows us to continue to make content. That was a nice way of asking. You better share this video or I'll swear I'll find you and